Mr. President. Hi, nice to see you again. Welcome to our conference. Your Excellency, Dr. Joyce Banda, President of the Republic of Malawi, a very warm welcome to the International Labour Conference, and thank you for being with us today. Your 2013-2018 Economic Recovery Plan sets out your strategy for the realization of that vision, and it is a vision that is well illustrated in your approach to the particular issue of child labour. So let me say how fitting it is that you are with us today as we observe the World Day Against Child Labour. Your personal commitment to this fight is well known, and you're backing it with strong political commitment and action. Particularly important is your recognition of the need to mainstream child labour issues in all development programmes through an integrated approach that ranges from education to social protection to jobs for the parents. The ILO is honoured to be a partner of Malawi and to work with your government and our tripartite constituents as you strive for equitable development, growing wealth as well as opportunities for hope and freedom for all the Malawian people.
The Malawi Decent Work Country Program has greatly informed our recovery strategy. We believe that employment, if it is decent, can be an important route out of poverty, as well as in enhancing the resilience of economies against shocks. Therefore, the Economic Recovery Plan has employment creation as one of its key pillars. In this regard, it was only on the 15th of March 2013 when I personally launched the Youth Job Creation Initiative as part of the recovery process. The youth constitute the largest group on the labor market in Malawi, yet they face the most serious challenges when looking for employment or trying to venture into business. This Job Creation Initiative is a program that aims at building skills for youth and creating employment opportunities for them. Indeed, in these times of widespread economic challenges arising from the global financial and economic crisis, the relevance of the ILO today has become glaringly clear. Chairperson, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will now talk about an important issue that we should consider as we talk about labor issues, and that is of the need to intensify efforts against child labor. What a coincidence that I should be here on this day when we are commemorating the International Day for the Elimination of Child Labor. And there can be no better time to raise this issue than today. I strongly believe that children hold the future of any nation. Malawi is still committed to combat the problem of child labor. As such, my government has developed a national action plan covering the period 2010-2016 to guide child labor elimination efforts. I pledge to continue to champion the zero tolerance to child labor in Malawi, and also to intensify programs to eradicate the poverty, which is the root cause of this problem. I strongly value the role of tripartism in order to secure social justice. I have interacted with both employers and workers, and I will continue to do so as long as we share the same vision of serving our people better. I have high respect for unionism as a vehicle to foster fundamental principles and rights at work, social protection, and social dialogue. Dialogue has become the sustainable way for resolving disputes in my country.
Sometimes our colleagues in trade union movement are still oppressed in some of African countries. These are issues that, as you have rightly mentioned, that Africa must not live in the past. Quote Your Excellency. If we continue pressing labor leaders on our continent, we are still living in the past. That we must support political and economic integration on the continent. We must promote free trade on the continent. Your Excellency, we must allow free movement of persons, including labor. And more so, very importantly, we must come here at the ILO and accept when we go back home to ratify the International Labour Organization conventions that we make here.
We do need leadership that is not scared to hear divergent views. One of the things that Africa needs to learn is to be comfortable with differing views, to be very comfortable with views that challenge the views of the status quo. That Africa, as it leads and where growth will come from in the next few years, that we take charge and make sure that we do not sit as passengers in a car that is taking things in and out of our environment.